want to answer the question now. So the question is why we not play Sentinel and we play Avenging Us. It's really simple. I just want to show you first the uptime of it. When you play with Avenging Us and you min max it, it's always going to be higher than 35%. In the worst scenario, going to be like 30%. Okay, so we just talk about uptimes first. But when you play Sentinel, it's 5 sec less. And also in some dungeons, when you talk about physic damage and you talk about parry, like the Avenging Us is way much better. Because if you parry the hit, doesn't matter how damage reduction you have. And also in high keys with blaster people, like this motherfucker enhance, motherfather, which I love this guy, he's a fucking blaster. You cannot take aggro as Avenging Us than Sentinel. So I'm gonna talk about everything between Sentinel and Avenging Us now. And also, when you have Avenging Us, you can send it no matter what, everywhere. But when you play Sentinel, you mean maxing to getting not farm from the boss and the pack. So you cannot send Sentinel freely, but you can send Avenging Us freely to push more DPS. And also min-max it to push DPS on single targets, even bosses. So it's not about overall DPS as Prot paladin you have, it's about how much period target you have, because with period target you push the key. I'm gonna explain it again. For example, these packs. If you play with Avenging Us, that means you have more crit, and more judgment means more damage because of the hammer and anvil, which is I need it more. I need to use more judgment. But when I'm shot calling, it's kind of really hard. The key we fucked in that key, so it's not the overall damage on the siege. But when this guy die, I can change. For example, you play with Ele. People say, okay, Ele Shami can push 20 million with RCDs and a full stack of Spy Master. Who gives a fuck? If this target die after the pack, your GP is fucked, because you play with full brain dead comp that can only padding. That's why Avenging Us is good, because you can focus one target with more crit, and also the uptime is really higher than Sentinel, and you have to only manage your defensive between Ardent or IFT or Guardian and what it calls Guardian of Ancient King. Yoda not playing with IFT, he playing with Vanguard, which is more damage, but I rely on IFT. For example, the first boss of the Dawnbreaker, and also I have no Tongue Trinket. Like I did every keys without Tongue Trinket. That means I have to be really cautious and stay focused. And I'm not playing with even Mastery because I want to push DPS. I don't care. If I fail, I'd rather die. Fuck me. I have to play clean with this assassin. Crit haste, no Tongue Trinket. I have balls. And I have the confidence to play like this. So, if you want to Prot Paladin, you have to stay focused, have the experience, know about every mobs. So, as a Prot Paladin, knowledge and experience come first, no matter how skilled you are, how good you are. If I die, I die. Like, you have to risk, bro. If you fail, fuck you, get the fuck out. Play better. And no matter, there is only one reason that you can play Sentinel. If the timer gonna be same as Avenging Us, like 25 seconds, 25 seconds, then I play. Because there is one more reason too. 5 more seconds means more judgments, more uptime. 5 less seconds is just bad. Like, beside of the uptimes, it's a lot of reason that's why we don't play Sentinel. The crit gonna help you at the start of the pack with parry. And of course the damage reduction and the maximum HP is huge, but I rather to push more DPS and feel free to time the key. Like if there is any shit shows, I'm saying okay, fuck it, I have the damage to recover. And I'm min-maxing the buff on this guy. See? You have to see this fucker. Rising Wrath. Sometimes, when you're checking people abilities, for example, my DK and my Shami sending everything, including breath and including ascendance into every CDs into your GP. If you play with Sentinel, you have to use it, because you say, okay bro, I have to stay alive and I have to take aggro. But with more crit and more haste, you're feeling free to push DPS without sending any CDs. That means next pack is my pack, and I'm gonna blast it more than 5 million because I have 20% damage done. So this is the mindset if you want to carry the pack and carry the pack. Like I say, guys, I'm gonna burn the boss so hard. Why? Because I have my stack up more than 20%, and that's gonna be fucking huge because I have more crit too. But with Sentinel, you cannot rely on that, because you say, okay bro, Sentinel doesn't provide 20 fucking percentage crit. And that's the problem. Like, even if you think like this, more damage means more heal, and more beside of more damage, it's just there is no aggro losing, and beside of that, if you're getting crit by fucking Word of Glory, it's like the lay of hands. That means we don't need to spam lay on hands. And that's the reason also in some dungeons I'm not playing in Trion's Devotion, because they nerf Imperial Ward from 100 increase armor, and also they fuck the uptime. So like before, I'm not gonna rely, okay bro, I'm just gonna use lay because of the fucking shitty 30% armor, which is huge. But when I have my more crit and also the block on Word of Glory, there is nothing that can fuck me with physical damage. So there is only magic damage that can fuck you over, and you have to min-max your defensive for that. For example, first boss of Dawnbreaker, second boss of Dawnbreaker, that can one-shot you no matter what. So you're not gonna die from the high physical damage and melees on the new Prot paladin. That's a different, makes this hero broken and S tier. There is only one tank that can be S tier right now, and it's Prot paladin. No other tanks can survive from some packs without immunity. Like the OP things, the overpowered things about Prot paladin, you have immunity. Immunity means no matter, I'm just chilling. Nothing can hurt me with Divine Shield. If I'm be honest, I'm not that greedy to stack 5 on guidance, stacking 5 shit. No matter what, you use it if you're getting half HP, and I have it on my mind because I'm not tracking it honestly. Like when I'm going to the pack, I have it on my mind. Okay, I use one shield. It's just like it's just mentality, and you need to be talented at some point with good memory at some point. Like when you see Divine Shield is around 2 minutes 30, yeah, but if you play it correctly and know how to use it, it's gonna be like in the worst scenario 1 minute 30 seconds. That you can rely on it. But sometimes you can go for a spell ward for the magic at the start and then use the Divine Shield. You cannot do the opposite thing that I said. Like if you use your Divine Shield, then you get fucked. You cannot use a spell ward for like 30 seconds unless you play with Holy Reprieve or whatever else it calls. So you don't need to min-max the consecration to push more divine guidance. If you have no button to press, for example, I'm using every judgment and Armor of Wrath, and I'm out of Avenging Wrath. Okay, then I can move back and use my, for example, use my consecration, and you have to move like this if you want to kite something. You cannot move like this because you have to rely on your consecration and the slow from it. I mean, it's a trick and you need experience to move like this. It's not that easy because meanwhile you have to press your spells. These parts are the hardest parts of playing Prot Paladin, which is not that easy, and I'm trying to learn these things. So, any other question about Prot Paladin that you want to know? Thank you, bro. I mean, it's not about the talent beside of that. Like, I tried a lot of heroes, I tried a lot of things in dungeons, like only playing M plus for like 4 years. I'm really bad in raid, I'm really bad in PvP, but yeah, only playing M plus with all heroes except Warlock and Hunter. So the knowledge is really huge, and the experience too. But the second part is just being talented or clever. Not gonna help you if you have no clue about other classes. So the knowledge, in my opinion, and the experience comes first. Doesn't matter how you are talented or clever or even fucking smart. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help at all. Like, if I have no clue about enhance, if I have no clue about DK, if I have no clue about discipline, if I have no clue about odds, how it works, the weakest spot or the good spots from them, it's not gonna help you, bro. So you have to work on experience by spamming keys, and also you have to work on knowledge, which is you can just check it from Omnicity and read the spells. For example, if you're not gonna play the classes, at least you have to read from them. So be it.